on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline from Waikiki Beach in Hawaii is pitcher Hayden Rogers of BYU Baseball. Hayden, it's 7:30 in the morning right now, or 7:41, I should say. I'm guessing you've been up for hours and you got your morning surf in, correct?
Yeah, I definitely did. Definitely did.
How's the flow of your hair, man? Is the wind, is it hitting it the right way as you surf?
Oh yeah, it's been nice, and it's been the humidity as well. It's really giving it some lift. So I'm enjoying it over here.
Hayden, I've been really, really jealous of you guys. You go and play in Southern California. You take 3 or 4 against CSUN. Spencer's down there. Didn't go to your game, by the way. Then you go to Hawaii. You've missed all this snow that we got. That's just unfair, dude.
I think it was Jason Shepard. He posted some pictures of our field like the second day we were in California. And my goodness, it has been nice to be over here, be able to miss all that.
Is Jason considered a part of the team? Like, should he be on the online roster?
You know what? I think he's working his way.
Okay.
I think right now maybe he can get a BP top type thing, and then as he keeps working with us, maybe next season he can get his face on the roster.
Yeah, he's
okay.
He's
earning
his
that's
way.
fair. Takes a couple years.
Hayden Rogers, BYU baseball pitcher, with us on BYU Sports Nation, joining us live from Hawaii. Before we get on to what you're going to encounter on the islands, let's discuss, in your opinion, what was the best thing that happened for your team in the season opening series win over CSUN?
The best thing, I think we saw how much depth we have, and we saw that our teammates, if one of us is struggling, we saw that we're able to pick each other up. With the pitching side, I think there were like 3 or 4 maybe pitchers that didn't even throw in 4 games. So that just shows how much. First of all, we have the starters that are able to go 5, 6, 7 innings, and then we can just match up guys right away. And we have those pen guys that were able to last quite some time. Some time as well. And then even on the offensive side, when I was pitching, Noah was catching me, and then CSUN, they brought in a right-handed pitcher. They started a lefty. They brought in a righty. And towards the end of the game, we have David Clausen pinch hit, and he's able to get a double off that. And then, we had Jake Brown pinch hit one time for a matchup, and he had a deep line out to center. And, over and over, we just have guys that we're able to match up, and, we're able to see success from that.
There's a technical term for a quality start. It's not just like a nice phrase. It's 7+ innings pitched, 3 earned runs or fewer. You did this against CSUN. Was that the kind of opening start that you were hoping for?
Yeah, definitely. I'm always wanting to give my team a chance to win, and their guy, he was actually doing pretty good. I'm not sure exactly what inning he started to give up some runs, but for a while there it was 0-0, and I just wanted to keep battling and give my hitters a chance to score some runs, and once they did that, I wanted to keep them as far away as possible.
Hayden Rogers with us on BYU Sports Nation. I mean, Hayden, is there anything that you learned that is considered new about your team? You've been with them, it feels like, forever. So did you learn anything new in the opening series?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, we were expecting to be able to hit the ball at all over the field. We're expecting to be able to hit it. Something new actually that really surprised me was, I guess I shouldn't say it surprised me, but just the hot start that Brian Sue has gotten off to. My goodness, he cannot find a way to get out. Every single ball he hits is just finds a gap. So it's pretty cool to see the hot start that he's come off to.
He's batting .588. He's 10 for 17, 6 runs, 4 doubles, 17 total bases, slugging 1,000, .588 on base.
Yeah, I have that as good.
He's doing all right.
Pretty awesome.
How did the validation, because you guys were a confident group, you started 18-1 2 years ago. Last year, how did the validation of winning the West Coast Conference tournament maybe change things, or did it, for the whole program?
Yeah, I think it was big time, especially winning the conference tournament. Before last year, every year that I had gone, we have gone 2-0 every time. And so, last year after we lost that first game, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, man, we cannot come back here again and just, lose these 2 games. And so I think after winning being able to win, especially win 4 games in, I think, less than 48 hours or something like that, that just showed all of us that we can compete with anyone, and we belong on that stage. It shouldn't be something that scares us. We belong on a stage like that.
Follow him on Twitter at Hayden Rogers 92. He is one of the men of pride from, I believe it's Mountain View High School.
Oh, the great Mountain View in Mesa.
Yes.
Go
okay.
Toros.
The Lone Peak of Arizona.
Joining the likes of John Beck and Max Hall and Peyton Dastrup. Right now, who is the greatest Mountain View Toro ever, Hayden?
Wow. Maybe Todd Heap.
Yeah, I was going to say Todd Heap went to Mountain View.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
The Storm and Mormon, as Chris Berman on ESPN calls him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good run there, too, of quarterbacks that came to BYU. Okay, let's talk about Hawaii. You're playing them. How much, in college football and basketball, it's like ton of tape. We see them. How much tape do you consume of the opponent versus, say, a scouting report you get from some of the coaching staff?
I typically don't really watch tape. Trent Pratt, one of our
That's what
assistant
Trent's
coaches.
for, Hayden.
What's that?
That's what Trent is for. He's going to just give you all the
Yeah,
cliff notes.
Exactly, yeah. He talks to the coaches. He watches tape. But, yeah, he'll get all the tendencies. And so today at practice, we'll go through a scouting report on Hawaii, just some tendencies of the hitters, some tendencies of the pitchers. But, yeah, I think, baseball's kind of a different game. It just depends on that, whether it's the opposing pitcher. It just depends on, who he's facing and stuff like that. So, yeah, I go more off scouting reports than actually watching them.
With altitude in baseball, it's often discussed the humidor, with the Colorado Rockies in Denver, whatnot. But I've never really thought about it from the pitcher standpoint. So now you've played at sea level against CSUN and obviously sea level in Hawaii. Do you see an impact and effect on, the lack of altitude as a pitcher at sea level?
Definitely. We always joke that we pitch it so well in California because in Provo, if you leave the ball up, that ball is going to go far. That ball is going to go a ways. And so we always focus on trying to keep it at the knees, keep it at the knees or lower. And so, once we get to sea level, all of a sudden the ball's not traveling, which can get a little frustrating. You see a ball come off the bat of Brock Hale, and you think it's going to be out, and then all of a sudden it just kind of floats slowly to the outfield and, doesn't go out. But yeah, I love being able to pitch here because, it just allows me to not be too fine, and I can just throw strikes and not worry about giving up a 500-foot home run.
It's interesting you bring up Brock Hale and all of the power that he brings at the plate. He was a projected 10th to 12th round pick in the Major League Draft last year. It didn't happen, and we were all kind of scratching our heads. We called it a travesty. What kind of player is he? And if he does get picked up by a team, what kind of player are they inheriting?
He is, all around. He can, first of all, on the offensive side, every ball he hits is on a line. There were a few balls that he hit at CSUN that, if he even gets a little bit of lift on the ball, they easily would have gone out. But he about put a hole through their fence. I swear, he hit a ball. The shortstop could have jumped and caught it, and it hit the top of the wall.
Whoa!
This ball was hit so hard. But yeah, he is just. He's a guy at the plate. He doesn't often chase things out of the zone. He's a very disciplined hitter. He knows what he wants. He's gonna patiently wait until he gets it. And when he gets that pitch, he's gonna square it up pretty well.
I don't know how he's not part of the all West Coast Conference preseason team, but whatever.
Yeah, that was surprising, but it probably gives him a little chip on his shoulder, and I love that.
Hayden, great to talk to you, man. Thanks for waking up early at Waikiki Beach. We appreciate the time, and let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma for your next outing and the series against Hawaii.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
You got it, brother. Take care of that flow in the surf.
Sounds good. Have a good day, guys.
All righty. Hayden Rogers on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Deseret First, your values, your timeline, your financial future.